Hello, welcome to all. Today we discussed on power flow through transmission line. In our previous lecture we study about different types of transmission line. Then we study a calculation of this transmission line, a calculation regarding voltage regulation, efficiency, sending and power vector. So now we study on the power flow through transmission line. In transmission system, the load are normally expressed in terms of real power and reactive power. So it convenience to express the performance equation of transmission line in form of complex power at the receiving end and sending end. So here we find the value of complex power for the sending end and receiving end. For that purpose we have derived the equation for the active power and reactive power of transmission line. Here we see in figure is our generating station. Now from the generating station we transmit the power. So it is our sending end. So value of apparent power at sending end, which is equal to active power plus reactive power. Now this power are transmitted to transmission line. Then here is our load which we connected. So here is our receiving end side, and receiving end apparent power SR, which is equal to our active power at receiving end plus reactive power at receiving end. Now here we find the equation for this active power and reactive power for our transmission line. So for that purpose, first we assume that we take a receiving end as our reference voltage. So VR we taken as a reference. So if we take VR as a reference, means vector VR value which is equal to magnitude VR into angle 0. So here is the magnitude and angle value for the vector VR. So we write here. Now here is the sending end side. So we write sending end side Vs which equal to angle vector Vs which is equal to magnitude Vs into angle delta. So angle delta, which is the angle between sending end voltage and receiving end voltage. So here is delta. Now we find the angle for our constant. Our transmission line constant, we taken ABCD parameter as our transmission line constant. So we have a parameter A, B, C and D. Now this constant value, we take vector value of A, B, C and D. So vector value of A, which is equal to magnitude A, and for magnitude A we taken as an angle alpha. Now for B we taken angle as a beta. Now for C we taken as an angle as an gamma, and for D we taken angle as an delta, a capital delta. Now here is the value for our receiving end voltage, sending end voltage and our transmission line constant. Now we first find out the complex power for the receiving end, then we find the value for the sending end. Now here receiving end power SR, which is equal to our active power plus reactive power. The SR means our apparent power, and value of apparent power, which is equal to V into I. Here we take a vector value, so we take an I conjugate here. So VR into IR, because we know that active power, which is equal to Vi into cos phi, Q is equal to Vi into sin phi, and apparent power, which is equal to V into I. So here the receiving end, so VR into IR, and for vector value we taken, so we take I as a conjugate value. What happen if we take a conjugate? If we study here, now first we find out the current IR, and for find out the current IR we take our transmission line generalized equation Vs, which is equal to VR into A plus B into IR. We studied this equation in previous lecture. Vs, which is equal to VR into A plus B into IR. Now from this equation we find IR. So IR is equal to Vs minus VR into A by B. So we write as a Vs by B minus AVR by B. Now here is a vector value, so we put the value of magnitude here with angle. So Vs, which is equal to Vs angle delta, B is equal to B angle beta, minus A is equal to A angle alpha, and VR, which is VR angle 0, and B angle beta. We write all this value from our above equation for VR, Vs, A, B, C, D. Now for division of angle, which is equal to subtraction, so Vs by B, so angle delta by beta, which is equal to angle delta minus beta, minus A into VR upon B. Now angle is alpha, and alpha plus 0, which is alpha, divided alpha minus beta. Now this value for IR. Now we find IR conjugate. So find out the conjugate of IR. We just change the sign of this angle. So here Vs by B into angle beta minus delta minus AVR by B into angle beta minus alpha. So this is the equation for IR. Now we put this equation in our power equation. So SR, which is equal to VR into Vs by B angle beta minus delta minus AVR by B angle beta minus alpha. So we multiply the VR, so VR into Vs by B angle beta minus delta minus AVR by B angle VR into VR square into angle beta minus alpha. Now this angle we convert in a complex form, so VR into Vs by B, so angle beta minus delta convert into cos beta minus delta plus sin beta minus delta. Now minus AVR square by B angle beta minus alpha converted into cos beta minus alpha plus sin beta minus alpha. Now we multiply the equation, so VR into Vs by beta cos beta minus delta plus VR into Vs by beta sin beta minus delta minus AVR square by beta cos beta minus alpha minus AVR square by beta sin beta minus alpha. Now here we see that these two equations are real in real form and these two are in imaginary form. So we rewrite this equation. So VR into Vs by beta cos beta minus alpha delta minus AVR square by beta cos beta minus alpha. Now J form plus J VR Vs by beta sin beta minus delta minus AVR square by B sin beta minus delta. Now this equation cos beta minus alpha and cos beta minus delta both are real form and this sine equation are imaginary form. So we know that SR which is equal to PR plus JQ. So we compare these two equations, this equation for PR and this equation for QR. So this is our real this is the real part and this is active power equation and this is our reactive power equation. So now we write this equation first. So PR which is equal to VR into Vs by B cos beta minus delta minus AVR square upon B cos beta minus alpha and QR which is equal to VR into Vs by B sin beta minus delta minus AVR square by B sin beta minus alpha. So this two equation for active power and reactive power for receiving end. If the value of cos angle which is 0, so cos 0 which is equal to 1, so we get the maximum value of active power. So find out the maximum power, we have to put an angle as in 0 for cos. So if we want if we put the value of 0 here, so beta minus delta which is equal to 0, so beta is equal to delta. So if the beta is equal to delta is there, the maximum value of power we obtain at receiving end. So this is the condition for find out the maximum power at receiving end. Beta is equal to delta. So we put here beta is equal to delta. So PR becomes VR into Vs by B. Now cos beta minus delta, here we put beta is equal to delta. So cos is equal to 0. Cos 0 which is equal to 1 minus AVR square by B cos beta minus alpha. Now we put here beta minus delta which is equal to 0. So sin 0 becomes 0. So QR is equal to minus AVR square by B sin beta minus alpha. So these two equations for active power and reactive power for maximum power at receiving end. Now we find the value of active power and reactive power for sending end. As sending end power, total power which is equal to SS, our apparent power, and active power plus reactive power at sending end, and which is equal to Vs into Is conjugate. Now, so find out Is, we have a generalized equation which is 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 equal to VR into C plus IR into D. So first we find the IR and then we put this equation in Vs equation. So Is minus VR into C by D, which is equal to, we get IR value. Now we write the sending end voltage equation, Vs equation. So Vs, which is equal to AVR plus BIR. So we put the value of IR here. So we get Vs AVR plus B. Now IR is equal to Is minus VR into C by D. Now multiply this equation with D. So dVs, which is equal to dAVR plus B into Is minus BVR into C. So we want to find a current Is. So Is is equal to dVs minus dAVR minus BVRC by B. So we write this equation as d by B into Vs minus dA by B into VR minus VR into C. Now we find a common value. So d by B into Vs minus, if we find a common VR, so dA minus C by BC by B into VR. Here we see that a dA minus BC, in our generalized constant AD minus BC, which is equal to 1 we take. So here we put the value. So we get d by B into Vs minus 1 upon B. So VR upon B. So here we find Is is equal to d by B Vs minus VR upon B. So we write this equation. So Is, which is equal to dVs minus VR by B. Now we put the value of angle and magnitude in this equation. So we get D, which is equal to angle delta, D magnitude and angle delta, Vs into and angle delta, small delta, minus VR with angle 0 divided by B into angle beta. Now B into Vs divided by B. Now angle delta into small delta in a multiplication, so D plus delta divided by beta, so minus beta. Now here VR with angle 0 divided by beta, so 0 minus beta, which means that a minus beta value. So this equation for Is. Now we find the Is conjugate. So change the sign of angle. So D into Vs upon beta, angle beta minus delta minus capital delta minus VR upon B and angle beta. We change the sign here. We find the Is conjugate. So here is the equation for Is. Now we put this equation in our power equation. Ss, which is equal to PS plus JQS, which is equal to Vs into Is conjugate. So now we put the value of Is, which is d by B into Vs, angle beta minus delta minus Vs into VR by B angle beta plus delta. D into Vs square by B. Now angle theta multiplies, so B minus delta minus capital delta plus delta, which means B plus B minus delta minus VR by B into Vs angle beta plus delta. Now we put the value of B minus D, so dV square by B cos beta minus delta minus dV square by B sin beta minus delta minus VR into Vs by B cos beta plus delta minus VR into Vs by B sin beta plus delta. These two equations are in imaginary form and these two in real form. So PS, which is equal to dVs square by B cos beta minus delta minus Vs VR by B cos beta plus delta, and Qs, which is equal to dVs square by B sin beta minus delta minus Vs into VR by B sin beta plus small delta. Here from this equation we see that if beta plus delta, which is equal to minus 1, we get the maximum value of power here. So here plus delta, which is equal to, if we take cos beta plus delta, which is equal to minus 1. So if we put here minus 1 is multiplied with the minus, so we get Vs into VR by beta, which is our maximum power. So for maximum power we have to choose cos beta plus delta is equal to minus 1. And now if we choose cos beta plus delta is equal to minus 1, so cos beta plus delta is equal to, we choose minus 1, which means that beta plus delta, which is equal to 180. We take cos inverse minus 1 and we get beta plus delta is equal to 180. So now here we put the condition beta plus delta is equal to 180 in our active power equation and reactive power equation. So we get the value of maximum power, PS maximum, which is equal to dVs square by B cos beta minus delta minus Vs into VR by B, plus Vs into VR by B, because cos beta minus cos beta plus delta, which is equal to, we take minus 1, cos beta plus delta is equal to, so is equal to Vs into VR by B for maximum power of sending end. Now receiving end power Qs, which is equal to dVs square by B sin beta minus delta in minus 0 for sending end reactive power. Now we study for a small transmission line what is the effect for these two equation for active power and reactive power, sending end and receiving end. So here is the two equation for a sending end active power and reactive power, and receiving end active power and reactive power we have find in this lecture above. Now we apply for a short transmission line and we find the value of this active power and reactive power. First of all, we know that for a short transmission line, the ABCD parameter we find, which is A is equal to D is equal to 1 and with the angle is 0, and B, which is equal to Z to angle theta. So we put this value in this equation First we put in ascending end equation. So we get PS which is equal to, here we D is equal to, we put 1, B is equal to Z, and here delta which is equal to, we put 0 value, and B with Z theta means angle of beta, we put value theta. So here we write PS D which is equal to 1, so V square by B is equal to Z, so V square by Z. Now cos beta minus delta, here delta which is the angle of D and beta which is the angle of B. So B, angle of B is theta, so we put beta is equal to theta, so theta. Now a delta which is angle of D which is 0, so here 0, so cos theta, minus Vs into Vr by B, so Vs into Vr, B which is equal to Z, so we write here Z. Now cos beta plus delta, beta which is the angle of B and angle of B is theta, so we write here theta, and delta which is the angle of Vs, so it is delta. So equation is Vs square by Z cos theta minus Vs into Vr by Z cos theta plus delta. Now we write for a Qs. So for Qs, D is equal to 1, so Vs square, beta which is we taken Z, now sine beta which is equal to theta, delta we take 0, so minus 0, so sine theta, minus Vs into Vr upon B, B is equal to, we take Z and sine theta plus delta. Now we write equation for PR. So for PR, here is the equation for PR. So PR which is equal to Vr into Vs by B. Now B which is equal to Z. So Vr into Vs by Z. Now cos, here we take angle of beta which is here take theta, minus delta minus Vr square by B, so we put the value Z into cos beta which is equal to here we take theta, same as it is QR which is equal to Vs into Vr by Z sin theta minus delta minus Vr square by Z sin theta. So this equation of receiving end power is for transmission line compared to our reactance. We neglect the value of resistance. So here Z which is equal to R plus Jx. So we neglect the value of resistance. So Z is equal to, we take value of X. Now if we take the value of X, which means that we taken the value of reactance, and if we take the value of reactance, our angle becomes 90. So we put the value of Z is equal to X and theta is equal to 90 in above equation. So we get PR which is equal to VR into Vs. Now put value Z is X, so VR upon X. Now cos theta minus delta, here we put theta is equal to 90, so 90 minus delta minus VR square by X cos 90. Now we put for a reactive power, so QR which is equal to Vs into Vr by X sin 90 minus delta minus Vs into Vr Now minus Vs square by Vr square by x sine 90. So we get here PR which is equal to, so here cos 90 which is equal to 0. So we are in cos 90 minus delta, which is we convert into sine delta. So we write Vr into Vs by x, which is cos 90 minus delta becomes sine delta, minus Vr square into x cos 90 which is 0. So which is equal to 0. So our equation of PR which is Vr into Vs by x sine delta. Now QR, here Vs into Vr by x. Now sine 90 minus delta becomes cos delta minus sine 90 which is equal to 1. So Vr square by x. So which is our reactive power equation. Now if we take the value of delta or a cos delta, we assume that is equal to 1. So our QR which is equal to Vs into Vr by x minus Vr square by x. This is our reactive power equation when our power angle delta is equal to 1. So in this lecture we study about how to find a complex power of sending end side and receiving end side. Now the next lecture we discuss about the example related to it, and then we study on a circle diagram of transmission line. Thank you.